surprised at how many places I haven't been here.
Yeah. Do you think you'd ever want to live here again, like even far in the future?
Just because it's less that I dislike Boston. I think actually Boston's like perfect. It's like such a good balance, like whatever. It's more that I just like love New York and really couldn't see myself like moving anywhere else unless like it was like for like a job or some opportunity that was like seriously impossible to say no to.
Right.
In which case like I'd move to a lot of places for that, and I'd be excited like if that was the case. Like, oh, it's a great opportunity in Boston, but there's not a lot that could take me out of New York.
Got it.
So that's the thing with, I feel like for a lot of people, it's like, it's not where like my family is, but it's like, for me, that is where my family is.
Yeah.
My home is, my high school is, like, whatever, and where I grew up. Plus, it has the added benefit of it being like, where to be as a young adult.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. Do you think you're gonna move, would you ever move to Boston?
I think it would be similar. Like, it would have to be an opportunity that I couldn't say no to, just because I think the type of work I want to do is in New York or DC, and
which
maybe
is like
a few other areas.
Which like what type
like
of
government stuff, mostly. Yeah, like all in New York and DC. So I definitely see myself living in DC at some point. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like it, just because I think similarly I love New York. Like last summer was just peak. Like I loved living there. And I would really live anywhere in New York. Like I would live in Brooklyn, I would live in Manhattan. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, for sure. And like you move around as you like get older, or like whatever. But I just like really would not want to leave New York.
Yeah. And that's what I like about New York too, and doing government stuff there. Like you can do it, but you can also be insulated from like the just kind of like the uncertainty of politics in DC.
Yeah, totally.
Because I feel like in DC, like I don't know, every 4 years, like 4,000 people lose their job or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a new administration.
I didn't even think about
that. But in New York,
it's
like you can have a little more continuity.
Yeah.
And stability.
Yeah, I really didn't even think about that.
But like realistically, those 4,000 people who are losing their job like
are very high.
Be fine.
Yes,
like,
totally.
They're credentialed. Totally. Yeah.
I also just like feel like New York is like a nicer place to live. It's like it's particularly DC would be like also good with a family, but like for a young adult, like I feel like New York is like
feel exactly the same, because DC has so many suburbs, and then it's like a fun city with like interesting museums and stuff to do, like if you have a family.
Yeah.
But as a young person, especially if you're living alone to start off, like New York is just perfect. There's so many places to meet people.
Do you know if you're gonna be in New York next year?
Yes, I will. So I'm going back to the Fed, which is exciting.
Amazing. And what did you do for them?
I was doing cybersecurity work for them.
Oh, really cool. So do you do a lot of coding?
Yeah.
Got it.
It was a lot of fun. It was a good balance of coding and just like kind of the gov and social sciencey stuff that I like. Because I'm stats primary with like an allied field in gov. So I like that I was able to do both there.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
While
also being in New York, being in Friday.
What were like your hours like for that? Like was it like IB hours or like 9 to 5 or?
Maybe like a little bit more than 9 to 5, but not anywhere approaching IB. Like I probably never worked more than like 50 or probably never more than 50 hours.
So like by and large, it's like, you know, maybe you get out at 7 or something, or like have to get a little early, but like, which is like I feel like just the nature of being like an intern anywhere.
For sure. Like I would pull a lot of like 8 to 5, 8 to 5:30, but
nothing else.
I was never getting there earlier than
like 8. It was like you could make dinner plans at 8.
Yeah, and I was never staying past like 6.
Did you commute?
I mean, I stayed to 7 some days, but those were the days that my bosses were like, "You're crazy, go home."
Right. When did you didn't commute, right? You like lived in an apartment?
Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn, so it was like a 20-minute ride on the 2-3 train, which is my big thing. Like, I really don't care where I live in New York. I just need to be on like the 4-5 or the 2-3. I just want a good subway line, and then that makes everything better.
Yeah, like an air-conditioned one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are
or just anything fast. I honestly can't remember. I think maybe some cars on the 2-3.
From where my what's it called? From where my house is, it's literally just. Oh wait, no, this is embarrassing. I'm forgetting.
Wait, remind me what.
I'm 77th and Park.
77th and Park.
And so I want to say it's the 7. It's either 7 or the Q. I think there's 2 ways to go, but I usually use, and that line is transitioned and went 1 block from my job.
Oh, wow.
Which was really life-changing.
Yeah,
but then, like,
Q was really nice.
Q was really nice.
Because then if you take it all the way to Brooklyn, you go over the Manhattan Bridge, and you just get the
Yeah.
most amazing view.
But when 2 summers ago, I worked in the West Village, which is, like, literally hell because it's in the part of New York where it's, like, you have to do 3 at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you have to cross over, which was such a pain.
Right.
It was like my commute was, like, which is crazy to say, like, it was an hour minimum. Like, I was leaving at 8:15 for 9. I was late.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to think, like, in a place like New York, but it's like, you wait 5 minutes here, you wait 5 minutes here, you wait 5 minutes there, then you have and then you also have the fact that, like, walking the subway is adds 3 minutes, walking to my office adds, like, 6. Like, it got so, like, but, like, there was no, like, alternate solution. Like, even if I was running late, like, I remember, like, once at the very beginning I was running late, so I was like, oh, I'll just Uber. Exact same amount of time. Because, like, it's, you know, it's rush hour traffic and you're going through the entire city.